Did you guys sell off everything you had in your portfolio, or did you survive the wild stock market this week? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Bruce Wang. Today we have another Robinhood investment challenge for you. Every single week I deposit $100 into my portfolio and I try to grow my portfolio as big as I can through trading, selling, buying, and most likely collecting dividends. I'm a dividend investor. So let's jump right into the portfolio and see if I've survived this week's onslaught of red days. So today is Friday and the market's just closed, and I think that I did survive this week. I'm up over $50 on the day. My portfolio is worth $4,349. On the week, I'm not doing so good. I'm down $30. On the 1 month chart, I'm down $41, which is about almost 1% of my portfolio. On the 3 month chart, I'm still doing all right. 500 up 14%. On the 1 year chart, I'm up 700, which is almost 20%. And on the all-time here, I'm up 6.2%. I did a lot of day trading back in the days, and I lost a lot of money back then. And I took a really long break. That's why this line is just flatlined. And I just recently started this Robinhood challenge in September, and my portfolio has been going up to the right. So I'm really happy for that. And I think I got in at a pretty good time. Earlier this week, it was quite depressing opening my portfolio and just having a look inside. Everything was looking so bad this week, but I stayed strong, didn't sell anything, and I just held on to everything and just kept collecting dividends. And actually, I kept buying more stocks. AGNC is one of my main investments in my portfolio. I have a total equity of almost $2,000. So if you take a look here, I have finally reached 100 shares of AGNC. This was my goal months and months ago. I think I started in January, so it took me almost four months to acquire all of this. And look at how crazy this week was for AGNC. The highs for AGNC this week were $17.64, and the lows, we can see it's almost at $17.35. And I actually bought on this little dip right here that we had. I bought almost 10 shares at that time. On the day, I'm up almost $20. So this one stock saved me on the day, but in total returns, I'm still down $23. That's because earlier this week, AGNC paid a dividend of like $12 for me. So whenever this stock pays out their dividend, it's reflected in their stock price. Let's take a look at my recent history for AGNC. So today and yesterday, I was buying shares on the dip. I bought 10 shares. I bought 5 shares today, and I bought 5 shares yesterday to complete my 100 shares gold. So on May 9th, I got paid a dividend of $12.60 for holding 70 shares of this stock. And when I'm recalculating the dividends for AGNC, the next time they pay me out, I'll be collecting about $18 in dividends. And that is a decent amount for only investing, less than $2,000 in this company. I'll be keeping it for as long as I can. I'm not planning to sell unless something crazy happens to the stock. And with all the dividends, I'll be reinvesting it into other companies. The next company that I'm planning to reinvest all my money into for the next few months is going to be AT&T. Right now, AT&T is $30.64. It's not doing too good this week as well. This week has been like a pretty flat, only up 0.5%. And on the month, you can see that it's down almost 4%. So my total equity at the moment, I have 25 shares, and my total equity is $766. So my goal for AT&T is to get to about 35 shares, and I want to get my equity over $1,000. And after I get over $1,000 equity in AT&T, I'll move on to my next stock. And that's my plan for all of these stocks that you're seeing on the screen. I'm gonna get my equity into all of them, at least up to $1,000. And then after that, I'll decide what I wanna do next for my goals. My overall goal with my portfolio is to get to $10,000 by the end of the year, and being consistent with that $100 every single week. I'll be able to reach that goal. It might be a bit tough, but $10,000 by the end of the year is pretty obtainable. With this portfolio, I don't do much work when it comes to this portfolio. All I do is just buy blue chip stocks that pay dividends. A lot of blue chip stocks don't pay dividends, and a lot of them do. So you have to decide which one is right for you. And I invest $100 every week into them. And with all the dividends that those stocks pay out, I reinvest. and the cycle just keeps continuing, and all the effects of that reinvesting compounds, and I'll be able to reinvest more and more whenever the dividend payout comes out. It's a very simple strategy, and I like to keep and I want to keep this portfolio as simple as possible. And every now and then, I would love it if you hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, and I can get to my next point. So every now and then, I always like to joke around, and I always like to, you know, do something fun with my portfolio. I always like to buy something that's a bit more speculative. When it comes to buying dividend stocks, I think that is what investing is. I want my money to work for me, so whatever I put my money into something, I want that asset to pay dividends because I want my money to work for me. But when I am investing in a growth stock, that there is a lot of upside to that, but I think investing your money into growth stocks is more speculative because you don't really know if that stock is gonna go up in price. That stock is not gonna pay you out any dividends. Growth stocks typically don't pay any dividends at all. So when it comes to the future of this portfolio, I want this portfolio to produce a lot of passive income for me in dividends. I want it to pay like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in passive income every single year. It's gonna take me a long time to get there, but I'm pretty impressed at my growth rate at the moment. I only started this in September, like I showed you earlier. Whenever I have any extra income, I'm planning to just throw that into this portfolio. I want my money to work for me as fast as possible, and I want my portfolio to grow as fast as possible as well. On the flip side, I'm also investing into M1 Finance. This account is also growing quite fast. I only had this portfolio for about a month or so now, and I have $500 in my account. This portfolio is a lot easier for me to keep track of. I just set it up one time how I wanted all my money to be invested, and it was really quick to set up. You guys can check out some of these older videos here where I set up my M1 Finance account. If you guys are strictly dividend investors and not too much of a trader, jump onto M1 Finance and start investing there. By this time next month, if I'm lucky, this account will be at least $1,000 or more. That's another milestone when it comes to M1 Finance. I'll have my portfolio at $1,000. Since you guys are still here and made it almost to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you another sneak peek into my Vanguard account. It's been a while since I did an update on this account. This is my Roth IRA. I invest about $500 a month into my Roth IRA. And Roth IRA is I'm saving up for my retirement, and it is a tax advantage account. If you guys are all about retiring early, investing in a Roth IRA might be a better option for you guys. I'm gonna be maxing out my Roth IRA by the end of the year. I deposit about $500 into my account every single month. I invest strictly into index funds. Very simple. I use the Lazy Man's portfolio. And total assets so far, 7,500. I've been investing with Vanguard a lot longer than I have with Robinhood. I started this like way long ago, like about 4 or 5 years ago. And I've just only recently upped my investments into this account. You know, I'm 33% of the way there when it comes to the IRA max. As you can see, the IRA max is $6,000 and I'm 33% of the way there. I can only contribute $4,000 more to max out this Roth IRA, but I did set a automatic schedule to invest $500 into this account, and that's all it takes for my investments. I try not to do anything too complicated. I already have enough complications in my life when it comes to real estate, so when it comes to the stock market, I just want to be invested, and I'm doing a decent job. If you ask for my own opinion, I'm over $10,000 invested into stocks at the moment. If you add everything up, I'm over $10,000 invested. And when it comes to cryptocurrency, I'm also over $10,000 invested. So when it comes to investing for beginners and investing in general, you know I might seem like a genius, but it took me a long time to get here, and I made a lot of mistakes on the way. And I feel like at the moment right now, I'm almost like a financial vlogger where I document my journey of you know, investing, which is kind of crazy. I don't think there's anything like that out there. For all you guys that are just beginning, don't rush into it and don't throw all your money into the markets all at the same time. Just slowly start investing and slowly learning as you go, and you guys will be able to at least reach my level, which took me just like 2 or 3 years to get. Check out these videos here on how I started, and you can tell that I've come a long way since that time. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I come up with 3 videos every single week. So stay tuned for videos just like that every single week. And I love you 3000. See you on the next one. Bye.